Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so today we're going to be doing an updated orb guide video. I've seen quite a few people, newer players saying, oh, I joined because like the Xbox release or the Switch. I believe the Switch was just added or it's coming out soon. I can't actually remember if it's out or not. And there's also just been a lot of new people because of the anime. So I was like, okay, let me do an orb guide video. I already have one on the channel if maybe you want to watch another one, or an accessory guide, how you should level up characters, etc, etc. I have a few of those out if you just search on the channel. Nothing's really changed in any of those. I will probably be doing an updated accessory guide once we get the 5-star plus accessories and we see how the golden and silver keys work, or whatever they were called. But I think they were hammers. I can't remember, but yeah, let's go over the orbs. So I have a little spreadsheet here, and we'll be going over them. But the first thing is orders. So basically, every single time you log in, you get a 5 orbs every single day. Also, I will just preface, this is consistent orbs. So it's not going to be weird missions like this. Like the $1,000 story is not guaranteed every single month. This is on a monthly basis, so we're not going to be including this kind of stuff. And then this, it's a event, I'm not going to be adding it, stuff like that, things that are only here for like a one-time thing. So it's just like the Senkaman Tower, the 8th anniversary one. I believe it gives more orbs, but I'm not going to be including it because it's not the guaranteed Senkaman Tower every single month. This is a consistent every single month kind of thing. And yeah, so for this, clear all of today's orders. That'll be 5 orbs every single day, so about 30 days. That rounds up to about 150-ish orbs, depending on the month. So 150 orbs there. And then on Ichigo's birthday, the 15th, it's an additional 15 orbs on top of that. For login, it's a guaranteed thing, so that's why I'm adding it in. Now, obviously, once you go to this, and if you go to the login bonus, there are 40 additional orbs, so we'll also be adding that in. So we have the daily login, 40 plus the 15 for Ichigo's, and then the 150 per day, or 150 per month. We'll be adding it all up at the very end, by the way, but those are, the main things, like every single day login. For a second, I thought I forgot the 40, but I got it, so that's good. Next, we'll be going to Guild Quest. Alright, and so as for Guild Quest, we're going to be going off very hard, as that is the more consistent mode. Nightmare will just boost it by a little bit, but pretty much every single week we get 2 phases of the very hard Guild Quest. If you check out the rewards, if you're in S League, every single week you get 100 orbs. So do keep that in mind. I'm just going to assume, you're in S League. I do have 2 different comparisons where it doesn't include GQ and where it does, so there's that. So 100 orbs every single week if you're the absolute max highest rank, going all the way down to 0 or simply just 10 orbs a week. Yeah, so obviously kind of want to shoot for A. I think A is a pretty cozy spot, 50, 40, or 20 every single week. And then the score reward, you can actually get up to 10, 15, 20, 30, 35, 40. And I believe that should be everything. You get all up to 40 orbs every single phase, and we have 2 phases, so that adds up to 80 orbs a week. 80 times 4, 360 orbs, plus the extra 100 if you're at S tier, which would be every single week. So it's 400, 320, boom. So about 720 orbs there. Now going on to the Brave Battle Shop. Alright, so if you don't know, you can actually get orbs from the Brave Battle Shop, but I will say if you're newer, I do think that the characters are worth more. You just get them one time and you can get orbs from that, but obviously that's only a one-time thing. Once you clear them out, every single month you can go here to get either, I believe you can get 4, and then you have one that's like super cheap for 200 coins. So you can get about 125 orbs from here, and then obviously you can get like tickets and stuff, but this is all about orbs, so that's 125 orbs additional per month. Alright, and so now for Arena, if you play to the finish of Arena 50 times per season, there are 2 seasons per month. You can get up to 25 orbs for the first season, and then the an additional 25, so up to 50 per month in this. And then if you go to the exchange shop, you can actually get even more orbs, so 50 in there, and you can get up to another 125 in here. So that is an additional 165 orbs in total just by playing Arena. Obviously it's a bit of a grind, and I think it's like the worst game mode, but if you want to get orbs every single month as a free to play, it's kind of what you got to do. It's actually 175, my bad, that was terrible math. 175 orbs. Now going on to the point event, we can go over that. Alright, so for the point event, which I highly recommend anyone farming, even if you don't have all the max characters, I still think it's worth farming, in case you're curious. Every single stage ends up giving you 5 orbs, so 3, 15, 30, 45, and then once you get to the extra quests, it's only 2, so 45, 55, 65, 75, 85, 95, 105, 110 for this one, and then you get an additional 50 orbs from the points. I think it's like 600,000 points, if I am not mistaken, from the point rewards. Right here, you get an extra 50 orbs right there for getting 600,000 points, and then you can end up getting a 4-star character from the random drops or from the guaranteed drops. That will give you an additional 35 orbs if it's a newer character, which it usually should be. We did have a few months where we just didn't get one for some reason, but I'm just going to count it in because almost every single month has given us a 35 orb character, so I'm going to be including it. So that is an additional. Alright, so my bad, I just realized that the summer pop is actually part of the point event. My bad, hopefully I put something over that at the very beginning. And it's 5 orbs. So we would end up getting 10 orbs for the orders, 2 a month, and then 220 orbs. Obviously, it's a bit, it should be around this. Sometimes it's a bit different for how many point event stages we get, but this is how much we're getting at the moment, so I just did 220. And then 50 orbs from the 600,000 points, and then 35 to 70, depending if we get a 5 or a 4-star every single point event, which we should, but I will say a month or 2 in there, we just didn't get one for some reason, so that's why it's like kind of 70. Alright, now for Chronicle Quest, you can actually get up to 50 orbs here. It's one cheap little patch and then one slightly more expensive patch here. It's not anything insane, but every month, additional 50 orbs. It does add up over time. So there you go. Alright, and now if you go to the Epic Raid Exchange Shop, unfortunately I did already buy it, but the regular Epic Raids gives you 100 orbs, so a ×4 purchase of these for 25, and then the Awaken Epic Raid gives you 200 orbs. So depending on the month, it'll go from 100 to 200 orbs, just depending on whichever one you do. So for this uncommon stages, I'm not counting any of the extra stages or anything, because sometimes they're just not there. Not counting the 8th anniversary one, I'm going to be counting the regular normal one. And I'm not counting any of the characters in the Metal Exchange Shop as they eventually do run out. But if you do all of them every single month, you get approximately 480. As you can see, this one gives you 25 orbs, but it's not guaranteed every single month. It's almost like every 3 months, it looks like every 15 stages or something. So yeah, just keep that in mind. It's a bit different, but if you go through Extreme and all that, do every single one, it adds up to approximately 480, just depending on which stages are available and etc, etc. There are none in the Metal Exchange Shop though. It's just characters, so if you have newer characters, you can just buy them from there and get more orbs that way as well. Alright, and now we have a Resurrection. Every single month, we get at least 1 batch of resurrections, so obviously it kind of depends. We've been getting 2 resurrection batches recently, and it also depends how many characters are in the banner. If we get 3 every resurrection and we get twice a month, it's about 450 orbs, 225 per batch, so it does scale a bit differently for obvious reasons. So yeah, you're really gonna hope that we keep getting the ×3 batches, but for example, we had Mugetsu and Vasto Lorde who resurrected, and it was only 2 characters, so we only ended up getting 2 of them. But yeah, so, and same thing will go for the 5th anniversary characters. When they resurrect, we're only gonna get 2 characters. Most recent ones would be the Desert Society characters, and they were all terrible. So yeah, that'll add up to about 225 to 450 per month, just depending on how many characters drop, etc, etc. And now we have the Limit Breaker quest that we'll go over. Alright, so if you don't know, the Limit Breaker is actually just going to be, okay, well, it's not even here, but if you end up clearing about stage 8 or so, I believe, very early on, pretty easy for most players, you can actually get the 50 orbs from this. It might be slightly more stages, maybe like stage 15 or something, but unfortunately, I already cleared it. I can't actually check, but you get 50 orbs a month per Limit Breaker, so that's even more orbs coming your way, which is very, very nice. Alright, and now for the main new thing is going to be the achievement tabs, where obviously this is a bit gatekeep considering the requirements for it. As you can see, I don't even have this one, but you can get up to 125 spirit orbs every single week, which definitely will add up. Obviously, though, it's probably going to be a bit lower, like 30 to 40 for most players, if I had to assume, depending on what you buy as well, or depending how many of the rainbow coins or medals that you actually do have. But yeah, so it's about 125 per week, so at max you can get 500 a month. Now for sub-story is a bit weird, because I don't know how they actually do sub-stories in terms of how many we get, because like for example, this one, it has 8 stages, and I believe it gives you a new character, a new 4-star. It's like an old point event essentially is what it is. I believe it gives us Rukia, but I'm not sure if it gives it one every single month. Like this one is 8 as well. What is the Shinju one? This one is only 3. This one is only 6. Like it's very hit or miss. So if you want to include these in, you can. But if you don't, I kind of understand, because it's just very inconsistent to actually add in. But what I ended up doing was every single month, just gonna be 5 stages. So 4 times that is very bad math. That is 25 orbs. And then I did 35 orbs for a new 4-star character if you actually do end up getting it. As I said before as well, 1,000 Barbary story is inconsistent, so I won't add it in, or any new kind of story for that matter. And now let me just add it all up, because I know I had to change some things because I got some of the stuff wrong. And so if you do the Ichigo birthday and whatnot, 40 plus 15, plus the 150, plus 320 if you're absolutely max in the GQ, plus 400 for the extra 100 at the S rank, plus 125 for Brave Battles, plus the other 125, plus 50. I'm just doing each one just to make sure I don't skip any. Plus the 10 for the Orders of Brave for Point Event, plus the Stage Course, which is approximately 220. It'll be a bit give and take, I believe. An extra 100 just from the 600,000 point clear reward. And then 35 to 70 orbs. I'll just do 70 per 4-star character, or in total. Chronicle Quest, an extra 50. And then Epic Grade, I'm just going to go 200 just to see the absolute max. For the Awaken Epic Grade, 480 if you do all your Senkaimon and whatnot. Resurrection, I'm going to do 450 because we have been getting 2 Resurrection badges almost every single month. Limit Breaker, I'll do 50. I assume you can clear up to like stage 15 is what it was, I believe, for the orbs. And then an extra 500 if you're absolutely maxed. And then for this, we'll do an additional 60 orbs for the 25 orbs if it's 5 stages, and then the 35 orbs if it has a new character. And then 1,000 Bubble Story, we just won't add it in. So it should be, so it's about 3,415 orbs. And then if we actually go up and take out the achievement order entirely, just to make it a bit easier for people who just don't have any of this invested in, and then the guild quest, we'll just take out completely. Maybe you just don't do guild quest, minus 720. Obviously that's a huge amount of orbs being taken away. Yeah, I was a bit off on this one because I think I added the regular GQ but not the I just didn't put in the S tier ranking, but 2,195 orbs. So that is how much you can get approximately per month. Obviously it's going to be a bit of give or miss, or hit or miss. Maybe some of it will be a bit more. Also, this is how much you get for the Bonanza Pass and whatnot. The 2 pay-to-win packs, it's 160 orbs per month. New 5-star ticket every month, and you get some orbs and a free 6-star ticket and a special move source, which is the main point of them. But yeah, let me know if I missed anything, by the way. I can try to add it into the comments. As you can see, the max is without high rank or GQ achievement quest is only for vets or pay-to-win, most likely. Yeah, it was originally 3,380, but I changed some of the stuff to line it up a bit better. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. I think it's pretty good. I think it's pretty good. Obviously, if you do GQ, you would just add in the additional what was it, 320 for the phases, which I think is pretty easy. 2,500. You save for 2 months, you can go to pity easily. Like it's truthfully not even that bad. Realistically, isn't. But yeah. Take care, and peace out.